Hello, in today's video I've decided that I'm going to be showing you how to play for Mandy, and in general this video is going to help you improve your skills for Mandy. It's basically going to serve as a guide. I'm going to be saying what gadgets to take, what maps to play on, what brawlers you should be scared of and what not, and just in general how to play. So let's start from the gadgets. For the gadgets you're going to take the cookie crumbs, the one that peers through the walls. I have both of them and I say cookie crumbs is just a much better gadget in general. I've played for both of them actually. For star powers you're going to put the in my sights one. That lets you stand. I mean, the shield one isn't that bad, but it's good for solo showdown. I would rather take this one. I would prefer it more, I would say. And for gears, you would take the health one, which you could see I have it, and I highly recommend you take the shield one because Mandy does not have a lot of health. And if you're actually super good at hitting your shots, I mean, you could take the gadget charge, but that's only if you're really good at hitting your shots with the gadget and piercing through the wall. Now let's talk about what map you want to play on. This is the New Horizons map that you're going to be playing on for Mandy. You're going to be aiming for it. It's knockout. It's going to be a very open map, super good for Mandy, and I'll show you exactly why this map, because it's a super good map for Mandy. Now let's get into the gameplay itself. Before we actually start with the game, I will show you some tips and tricks for Mandy if you're not that good for playing her. So, first of all, what you must know is Mandy's super is very huge. It's a very far super, very long. One of, I think, actually the longest super that any brawler has. Yeah, it's Mandy's, not surprisingly. So, to gain her super, it takes 4 hits. But for her, when she hits her super, it only takes 2 targets to hit, and she can regain her super fully. As you can see, it's pretty OP if you hit 2 targets at the same time, because you're gonna regain your super immediately, and that's just very beneficial. If you hit a target once, you're going to get half of your super. And as I have already previously mentioned, you need 4 attack damages to get a full super. And of course we know that Mandy actually has a super far range if she's standing in one place. And that's probably what you already have to know when you're playing Mandy. That when you're standing on place, you're going to have a super extensive range, even longer than Piper's or Nanny's shot. So it's completely amazing. And she has kind of this strategy of which if she's shooting at a mid wall, then she can kind of, half of her shot can pierce through it. As you can see here, it's technically not touching it, but it is touching it in the animation effect. So it's pretty weird. Mandy can do such kind of techniques, so just know that. So if there's an enemy through the wall and you think you're not going to hit him, try to aim your attack, and if you see that you could hit him, then it does pierce through the wall. Another training you could do is, if you're actually super bad for Mandy, you could go to the bot and you could just shoot and move at the same time. So you have to aim exactly. Don't auto aim, you have to aim and shoot. I'm auto aiming for no reason, but you have to just run around, shoot, run around, shoot, run around, shoot, okay? Because it does kind of train your aim. Eventually you will get used to it, but if you weren't exposed to long range brawlers like Mandy, especially Mandy, her shots are as small as Gray's ones, and we all know that it's hard to hit these kind of shots. I really recommend that you do this, especially if you can't. Don't know how to shoot like these small shots, just do it. It actually helps. And finally we have our beloved gameplay. Anyway, at the start of the round you kind of want to come to these 2 lakes, I would say, and defend the territory if someone is pushing. So you could see someone was pushing. I was actually lucky to survive that, and your main objective honestly for the whole round, the first round, is to get a super. I kind of juked that Squeak, he's a little bit stupid, but you can see I got my super. Now I'm waiting for them to line up and I killed them. That was easy. But now at the start of the round I did test my luck, and I always shoot at them, but I did miss the super unfortunately. In other games I will get them, so you'll just see the strategy. Anyway, the Mortis went pushing and it was pretty much a smart idea, and that's pretty much how you win the first game. Really easy. That's why actually I took the gadget, because it can pierce through walls and it's super efficient. Second game of the day. This time the odds might go against me, but we'll see. Okay, so you can see I took position here by the 2 lakes. That's pretty much what you want to be doing, except for you can see this Byron try to kill me. Then you move, because you need to move as Mandy. You gotta get used to the movement. You actually kind of have to also get used to knowing like when to stand and when to not. Here, I stand. I try to kind of not miss my shots and hit Byron, but my team all died unfortunately at the start of the round. And of course, I was waiting until they lined up, and I tried my odds, and they weren't against me. I supered. That was a very unfortunate super. That was horrible, because at the start of the round, we could see I didn't have my super. If I had my super, I probably would regain it, and they would be scared. Why exactly is it a good strategy to shoot your super straight? Because usually the enemies are dumb enough to go just straight, not knowing that Mandy has your super. By the way, that was a good kill from Piper. But anyway, Mandy has her super, and they get right through it, and after 2 enemies, or maybe even 3, maybe 1 of course, get hit by Mandy's super, they're scared, they sit in the bushes, wait until they heal, and after that we can just push. Anyway, this round we're definitely gonna win. There's me and Gene against this solo Byron. I hope this Gene does not waste his super on him. We could just finish him off like this. A raw flesh. GG's. Super easy game. Not hard at all. Anyway, and this is the last game. Let's see what we do. We can, of course, lose this if our Piper or Gene are stupid. I don't like that this Gene actually goes to the bushes at the start of the round. Not very smart. Anyway, did you see I hit my first super? The second super did not hit anyone, unfortunately, but that was a good try. Yeah, that's pretty much that proves that one Mandy super equals another super. I mean, if you hit your Mandy's super, then it equals either a half or a whole super. Anyway, I'm probably gonna die here. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, Gene against Fink. Honestly, this Gene should win. Yeah, super and gadget, yeah, easy win. Now it's a nanny, which is gonna die very soon. Just, yeah, GG's. Super easy game. Anyway, next game. Also, I want to mention the brawlers that you kind of have to be scared of as playing Mandy. One of the most important ones are the throwers. For example, Sprout, Grom, Lori, and Lori. All of those 3 are pretty scary brawlers to fight against. You don't know what their next move are, and just in general, kind of be aware that they are a huge potential threat, and if you don't have a teammate beside you and are trying to push solo a thrower, for example Sprout, which is a crazy thrower, just honestly, I wish you luck, because I don't think anything is going to work out. GG's for the first round. And the brawlers you pretty much shouldn't be scared of are mostly the brawlers that have low HP, like Byron, or I don't know, someone like Brock, Bia, in some cases even Lou. All of those brawlers that pretty much have low HP, except for Tick. Even though Tick has low HP, as I have already previously mentioned, he is a thrower, and you got to beware that they are crazy, especially when you're fighting against them. I do not enjoy it. And you could see that we're playing literally against throwers. We're playing against the Dynamite, but we have a thrower in our team. I think if we didn't, and we had some kind of normal brawler like Brock, we would not be winning this. But we're playing against 2 throwers. We're playing very passive, not aggressive. They're kind of in the aggressive term, and you could see that they even lost a teammate, now which we haven't yet. We'll see how it goes. I don't know why that Piper actually supered. Not very smart super. And the last Dynamite is just sitting in the bushes. Whatever. Yeah, okay. That wasn't very cool, I guess. Yeah, he's definitely not going to win this. GG, super easy game. Anyway, last game for the day. If you want to actually play Mandy very well, just remember, do not play aggressively. Because if you're going to be that one aggressive Mandy, you're probably most likely, if your team isn't aggressive, then you're going to be losing the rounds. Because you could see, I played passive, my team died, and I'm kind of playing defenseless. I am trying to defend myself, which that Squeak, as I already said, also played smart, not strong. And I killed that Squeak. I thought I had a chance against this Lou. I started running because I was low HP. I missed my shot, which if I didn't miss those 2 shots, the Lou wouldn't be running for me. Honestly, it was my fault that we lost that. I missed both my shots, but here maybe my super can redeem myself. And yes, it did. But then I still missed it. Whatever. I shot my first one, which didn't miss. But see, the tick was able to kill the Rico that was healing for my super. So that just says one thing, we won this round purely because of my first super. That's why I always say that if you're playing Mandy, try to aim for the middle, because there are going to be those stupid enemies that will always walk in the middle, almost always, if they're of course smart, which is very rare, honestly, even on these kind of ranks. Anyway, surprisingly, we do have a Lily, which I haven't seen. I don't even know why people take Lilies on this map, but their team isn't very smart. They're walking in packs. On this map, you definitely don't want to be walking packs. You kind of want to walk spread out, all in kind of their own corner, all defending their own territory, and a smart move from Lily, and we're definitely going to win this. There's no way the Squeak even has a singular bite of chance, a grasp of, I don't know, hope. Yeah, GG's super easy game as well. I hope you took something valuable from this video, because I did kind of go over all, and there are specific details that I haven't covered, but honestly, I'm not the best for Mandy, so yeah, I hope you still learned something useful for yourself. Anyway, huge thank you for watching this video to the end. If you actually enjoyed it, then go check my other videos, because they're as well as entertaining as this one. And on this note, without further ado, I'm going to be saying goodbye. Your phone will lose battery if you do not subscribe to me. That's a fact.